welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Cynthia Patrick. So today's video is going to be all about my NYSC experience. If you don't know what NYSC is, it's National Youth Service Corps. So this is a scheme that has to do with you serving your nation. Whatever degree, whatever college, you have to serve your nation for 1 year. I want to share with you my own experience. Is it compulsory to go for your NYSC program? For me, it is compulsory. I didn't even feel like I was done and dusted yet until I finished my NYSC. Serving your nation is something that is compulsory for every graduate in Nigeria. First of all, I want to talk about mental and physical preparation. Get ready to be stressed. I'm just trying to prepare you for how stressful it can get. Like, the whole process and documentation can drain you physically and mentally, but at the end, it's still worth it. And have in mind that when you're picking a state to serve for your NYSC, you can't pick the states that you're from. I don't know if you understand me. Like, if you're from the northern part of Nigeria, you have to pick a state like that it's maybe western or eastern part. If you're from the eastern part of Nigeria, you have to pick somewhere in the northern side or the western side, vice versa. So as for me, when I was choosing states, I wasn't really aware as of that time. I was just picking the states that was comfortable for me. I put Imo State, I put Enugu, I put Abuja. I was just putting where was comfortable for me and convenient for me. And guys, when my color plater came out, these guys transferred me to KD, Kaduna, like so far away, but not so far away because I'm based in Abuja, but I schooled in Imo State University. But then again, they transferred me to Kaduna. And actually, the reason why they do this is actually to promote communism and, you know, to promote one Nigerian and all that, so that whenever you leave your state to another state to go and serve, you can, you know, relate with other people from different states. If you're an Hausa person, if you go to an Igbo land, you get to understand them, you get to understand their culture. It's just to promote one Nigeria and make people, like, make us understand ourselves more, if that makes sense. It's just a way of bringing different ethnic groups together to serve in one camp. Honestly, which is actually nice and wonderful. Whoever came up with that idea, top notch. That was nice. Like, it's a nice idea, but sometimes it might be so inconvenient for people, especially mothers. It can be just inconvenient for anyone. If you want to explore, if you want to be adventurous like me, that was what I did when they transferred me to Kaduna KD. I didn't decline it. Plus, Kaduna is not far from Abuja. It's just like 2 hours drive from Abuja. So, and I was born in Kaduna, so it made it easy. I was like, I want to explore. So like I said before, the whole process can be a bit stressful because during my own time, I had to go to school to get my statement of results. I have to get my certificate. I have to do this. I have to do that. Now that you're done with everything, the whole process and everything, and you're ready to go to camp, if you're a lady, mind the hairstyle you do. I'm not saying it in a way that they'll query you or they'll chase you out of camp or whatnot. No. For your own comfortability, if you want to be comfortable, I think the best thing to do is to braid your hair. There is a lot of moving around to do, so just look simple. Let's talk about dress code. When you're on your way to camp, you can wear your mufti, but inside the camp area, mufti is not allowed. And the reason why I'm saying you should wear your mufti on your way to camp, because of security reasons, because you're now a government property, so you don't want to take unnecessary risk. Just wear your normal outfits. Then inside the camp area, you are not allowed to wear mufti. You will always be on your white and white or your khaki. Just make sure to buy a lot of white polos, white shorts, white sneakers, white socks. Guys, do not go extra on the shoes because there's a lot of moving around to be doing. Like, you're going to be doing a lot of moving around, a lot of parading, a lot of marching. So don't go and be buying expensive sneakers and all that and whatnot. Just buy rubber sneakers, so that it will be easy for you to just wash off when it gets dirty, because trust me, it's going to be getting dirty here and there. When you get to the camp, they'll be doing some tests, like to check if you have COVID and all that, you know, testing you. So when you pass that phase, you get checked in. But they'll give you a list of everything you need to buy, so you just shop from the list. But one thing I'm sure isn't in that list is the NYSC khaki. And guys, this is just so funny because NYSC will never give you a khaki that is your size. I don't know why. In the website, they will ask you to put your size, they will ask you to put your weight, your height, everything. And at the end of the day, they will never give you something that matches. Is that it's too bogus, or it's too tight, or it's too, I don't just understand it. So just get ready to start looking for someone to exchange with, because there'll be a lot of exchanging going on there. First of all, you need to be assigned to a plateau. I was in plateau 7. Only one person in like 1 billion or 1 million people have ever gotten the right size of khaki. And guys, you need to be very fast when it comes to exchanging. If not, someone else, if you're sluggish about it, you won't see anybody to exchange with. And if that is the case, just make sure you go with enough money, so you can just go to Mami Market and look for this tailor that can just shape it to your size. And talking about money, you need to go to the NYSC camp with enough money. The mistake I did was go with a lot of provisions, and I ended up, even my biscuits, I didn't even eat my biscuits up to half or quarter. No, I didn't, because I found other things in Mami Market. If you don't know what Mami Market is like a mini market inside the camp where students, core members, get to buy things, whatever they need, food and all that. Talking about food, it's not as if the food in the camp is bad. It's okay. I wouldn't know, because I never tasted it for once, but people, according to people in the camp, they said it was okay. But for me, I was always eating at Mami Market. So these are part of the things you need to save money for. If you're someone who is quite choosy about food like me, you need money so that you can be eating in Mami Market. They have a lot of restaurants inside there, just mini normal restaurants, nothing too flashy and all that. So you can go into there and order for whatever you want to eat. So basically, you need money for food, you need money for laundry. Yes, because like I said, NYSC is time oriented. Everything they're doing is according to time based. Do you get me? You won't have time to do anything. So even the small time you have to just manage your time. You really need to manage your time. If not, you get in trouble with the soldiers. So you need money for food, you need money for dry cleaning. I normally send out my clothes to the dry cleaner, because sometimes when you wash in the night, okay, light out is by 10 o'clock. They allow you to come back to the hostel by maybe 9, I think 9 o'clock or 9:30. So you only have 30 minutes to probably have your bath and wash your clothes for the next day or the next week. And the clothes will not even dry on time. So the best thing I do is just to send all my clothes to the dry cleaner, and when the dry cleaner is done with my clothes, she brings it back. And I made sure that I bought enough polo that can last me for 1 week before I need to dry clean, so that whenever I'm sending out my clothes, I'm just sending out in bulk, and I will still have something to wear. And when they bring it back, it will last me for another week. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but that's part of the things you need money for. You need money for food, dry cleaning. You need money for bribing. Yes. You need money to bribe soldiers. Not like bribing per se, but showing love. I don't know. It's not a compulsion. I'm not even supposed to mention it, but I'm just giving you guys a tea. If you need money to like show love to soldiers, so that they're not harsh on you, and they don't like punish you more often and all that. Because me, I like soft life. I don't want to be stressed. Another thing you also need money for is all this little printout, photocopying. You know, sometimes you also want all these professional photographers to take you pictures, like hard copies and all that. And when I'm talking about money, I'm not talking about hundreds of thousands or plenty money like that. No, 50k is perfect. 50k is okay for you. 50k is perfect. Or if you don't have 50k, 20k is okay. 15k is okay. How do they say this thing? How your pockets reach. What is in your pocket is what matters. So 50k is okay, 20k is okay. But for me, I went with 50k and it was more than enough for me. Like I said, get ready to be mentally and physically drained, because we wake up by 4:30. Like, guys, what? We wake up by 4:30 and we sleep late. It's not even as if we sleep early or anything. We sleep late and we wake up by 4:30 to start marching, to start parading. Like, when you're sleeping and you hear that sound, you will be so angry. You will be so mad. Honestly, that sound is so infuriating. And the soldiers go as far as coming into the hostel to chase you out. I'm not talking about female soldiers. If you're like in the female hostel, both the female, both the male, they'll come inside and they'll chase you out. So you just need to work according to, like I said, work with your time. They wake you up by 4:30, just know that. But anywho, it's all part of the training. Do not take it personal. It's all part of your personal development. Just see it as that. And also, one thing I want to let you know is hygiene. Like, you know what, I won't leave here without telling you guys something about hygiene. So the toiletry, the bathroom, the toilet is not really so safe. It's not. So make sure you go with a bowl, like your, you know what's up, things that will keep you clean, because it's not given. So every camp is quite time oriented. Just know that you really need to work according to time, because there's time for everything. There's time for parading, like there's time to go to the parade ground, there's time for you to go and do your thing, there's time for you to have your lecture, there's time for dining. It's just like when you're living in a boarding school, you need to work according to time once again, so you don't get in trouble with the soldiers. And you can't be sluggish if you don't want unnecessary punishments and insults and whatnot. So you need to be fit, because there's a lot of moving around to do. Also know that light out is at 10 o'clock. So once it's 10 o'clock, the light is off, and then moving around is limited. So you basically need to be prepared for anything. Even the national anthem, the Youth Corps national anthem says, "Youth obey the clearance call, under the rain or in the sun." They were not joking about that part. That line, "in the rain or under the sun," is not for fancy, I can assure you, because if you guys piss off a soldier, you guys will practically be marching on parade ground for the rest of the day if you're not careful. But what you can do to avoid all this unnecessary punishments and whatnot, let me give you a thing. Let me give you small secrets. Join a group. Look for an organization and join. Some of the groups you can join is the OBS, which is the Orientation Broadcasting Service, I think. Yes, that's it. Then you can join the Red Cross, you can join Man of War. When I was in camp, I joined the OBS. I think I even still have my ID card. I joined the OBS so I could move around. I was like talking on the radio, announcements, I am my OBS members and all that. So it gave me that time to actually spend more time somewhere that isn't the parade ground. So I would advise you, if you don't have time for all this matching, or you don't have that strength, but you still want to experience and know what camp life is, join a group. It will make it more easier for you. And babes, get ready for SAHID lectures. SAHID stands for Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development. To tell you the truth, that lecture can be a bit boring. Well, I'm being honest here. So that lecture is boring, very boring, but if you pay attention, it's used to pick out something very, very interesting, and it will help in your self-development if you pay attention to some. But at the time, it will just get so annoying and boring. So make sure you come with your gadgets, your phone and whatnot, to keep yourself busy and occupied, so that you don't fall asleep. Because my sister, my brother, if they catch you sleeping. But honestly, this boring lecture I'm telling you about turned out to be beneficiary to me, because along the way I didn't know how to do meat pie properly. I learned it there because I joined this cooking section, something like that. Then beauty section, they have a lot. They have engineering, they have electrician, how to make perfume, how to do makeup, how to do a lot of skill acquisition groups you can join. So this boring lecture I'm telling you about helped me when it comes to that aspect, because I didn't know how to do meat pie properly, and the lady that explained it really explained it very well. And makeup, I wasn't much of a makeup person, so I joined the things that I know that I needed. In as much as it's boring, you can still learn something from it. And the lecture starts by 9 o'clock and it ends by 2, so that's practically 10, 11, 12. That's about 6 hours. Yes, 6 hours of your time you have to sit down and listen. So that's all about SAHID lecture. And before the program begins, the officials will actually come to the stage to explain some certain things to you guys, introduce themselves and the lecture to you guys, so you have nothing to worry about. No, do not forget your hoodies and your sweaters. Very important. I forgot to mention that when you're packing, pack hoodie, pack sweaters, because sometimes in camp the weather can fluctuate and you don't know when it's going to be hot or cold. Plus you wake up by 4:30 in the morning, so I'm assuming you're going to get cold by that time. So make sure to come with something to cover up with. It's better to be prepared than not to be prepared and say, oh, I don't have hoodies, I don't have that. And also make sure to keep your valuables in your pocket bag at all time, because sometimes you hear things like stealing and whatnot. So be on guard and be agile. So when you're done with your camping, you are now officially welcomed, just like me. welcomed into the labor market. That is what you're going to be hearing. So you better start some passive income and, you know, start working on some passive income ideas. And if you're looking for ideas on passive income, how to make money sitting in your comfort zone, check out this video over here. It will give you more insight on that. Make sure to network and meet new people. You never can tell who is going to be your friend forever. So thank you guys for listening. And if you're going to NYSC whenever, good luck to you. Just apply some of the things I've told you here and there and you'll be fine. That's basically it. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.